Hold up, excuse me, what? The Vorkath hard mode is how much per hour PVME? Well, now I know I'm never going to get the kill times that they're expecting and working this out on, but I mean, even if I could just kill half of that, then this is still going to be insanely good, right? Well, I guess it's time to learn Vorkath and do a 100 kill loot testing grind. All right, well, let's go. I am sure this will go insanely well. It has to, right? In this video, I'm going to go on a grind for 100 Vorkath hard mode kills, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you exactly how much loot I got at the end of it and see if this figure is actually accurate. I mean, it's PVME, so it probably is accurate, but this seems crazy, so I wanted to test it out for myself and then give a few different figures to see how much the average players could expect to get from hard mode Vorkath. Now, I started off with magic because Jagex nicely added a huge spell to the game for magic to kill undead things, and Vorkath being an undead dragon, I brought the crumble undead ability here mixed with crypt bloom and some other undead killing perks to try and take this thing on. Now, as you can see in the background, I can pretty much confirm to you that killing this with magic is not the ideal way to do so. Unfortunately, being stuck on the standard spellbook means that you can't use Smoke Cloud and you are missing out on Insight Fear and Exsanguinate and all these other things that are really useful for getting out magic damage per second. You can put out a decent amount of damage in a short burst, but then once your sort of weapon specs of your bleeds have gone, you're kind of screwed on all fronts. I found this out the hard way. As you can see, I died plenty of times. After that, I moved on and decided, you know what, let's go back to necromancy and learn to do this probably the correct way. So, Vorkath, even with necromancy, is a boss that is in hard mode very, very difficult. It is actually a hard boss in hard mode. They've accurately named it, and it is going to take a lot of practice for the average player to learn consistently. Some of the complaints for this boss include not actually having very well telegraphed stuff in the fight, and I actually do agree with this, but once you've done the fight for a while, you fully understand what's going on, and you can actually tell like where you're taking the damage from and what you need to do. But this, like many other bosses in the game, but kind of more specifically this boss, is pretty much a DPS race. You are going to be using a decent amount of food in this fight, probably, especially at the beginning, and you are going to run out of that food if you don't blow up this boss very quickly. You're taking damage from Vorkath, you're taking damage from Zemarigal, and you're also taking damage from all of the conjures that he spawns as well. So you have to deal with a lot of incoming damage, which is why necromancy works really nice here, along with a Hellhound Familiar, which is what I used here. Now, the reason that DPS matters a lot is because the faster you kill the boss, the less time you're getting hit by the boss, meaning you're not taking anywhere near as much damage. It is probably the most important part, being able to get through this fight very fast. Now, in terms of actual DPS rotation and how I dealt with the boss itself, I pretty much followed the PVME rotation for the beginning of the boss. The rest is kind of made up on the spot, and I just do whatever feels right because I don't really keep up with the PVME rotation anyway, and so I need a few upgrades before I do this, and there's a few reasons why. Like, the beginning works really well and then it kind of drops off a bit, probably a skill issue mainly, but I think this is actually good for the video because now it can be more relatable to the average player, in the sense of actually my kill times are probably more towards the average player's kill times, so that's probably a good thing. However, I very much enjoy this boss, and I am going to be upgrading all the stuff I need and practicing to kill a lot quicker. Once I do that, guys, I will make an actual guide for this boss in the updated version where I can show you how to do it correctly. Right now, though, I don't feel comfortable enough making a full guide. Maybe if you're interested, I'll make like a things you should know video, but let me know in the comments if you want that. Anyway, why would this boss be so valuable to do? Well, when was the last time you heard somebody say, you know what, I'm going to log in for an hour and I want to just kill something fun? Let's go to Vorkath. A lot of people stay away from this boss because it actually is very difficult to do. And so the drops aren't as common as many other bosses because it's not something that just anybody can take on. The drops that you're going to be chasing at this boss is going to be the Vorkath Spike, which is actually pretty common. It's 1 in 15 to get your hands on these. Then there is the Vorkath's Scale. Now, the wiki says this is about 220 million GP. It's wrong. It's very wrong. In fact, Vorkath's Scale is around about 500 million GP. It is way over the wiki price and is definitely something huge that you want to get your hands on. How do I know this? Well, I just lost 30 mil just price checking this. You can see it in my Grand Exchange history. And of course, I want to give you guys accurate prices. So if this isn't worth a like, please do leave the video a like or sub to the channel if you are new, because rip, that's 30 mil gone in a matter of seconds just to get an accurate price. Ah, crap. There's another item I need to price check, isn't there? Oh no, now we're down even more money. The Invoke Lord of Bones Incantation Codex is the other rare drop that you want to be chasing from here. And this one is 411 mil at a slow sell. And I sold it back at 387 mil to give you guys an accurate price. You guys ask why I have no money. This is why. This is why. Luckily, I know the price of Vorkath spikes. They are 6.4 million GP, so I don't have to overly lose too much money on that. That's the high ticket price items that you are going to be getting from here. Not to mention that, though, of course, in the hard chests, you're also going to be getting things like Frost Dragon Bones, Undead Dragon Hide, and many other valuable things like salvage and cannonballs and onyx dust. There's loads of things to be chasing here. The trash loot is actually good loot, and the rare loot is insanely good loot. So now that you have a little rundown of how the boss works, and you also have a rundown of why you want to kill the boss and what you can expect in terms of the rare drop in here, I'm going to just pass over to the next part of this video, which is going to be, you can actually mass this boss, and it gets pretty hectic. So take a look at this. Bro, where is he? Where is he? He's there in the middle. He's in the middle, guys. He's in the middle. It's so hard to see. Oh shit. Run! Oh shit. God damn, man. It's actually hectic as hell. They could have made a worse boss to mass. Actually, I lie. What do you reckon? Solak worse? Just, oh! Is my anti-fire gone? It's gone. Guys, anti-fire. Put the anti-fire back on if you haven't already. I will be doing masses more often, by the way. The kill times and stuff don't matter. I just want to have fun, honestly, with streams sometimes. Holy crap. Am I gonna survive? I'm gonna survive. Run! Get off! We're good. We're good. 10 minutes and 7 seconds. Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, right? This is absolutely not worth it time-wise, but this is so much more fun than... I don't think I've ever had an hour of Vorkath fly by so quick in my life. It's so much better. It's not the ideal way for me to get to 100 kills, but for a little bit of, like, for a minute of clips for the video, it's absolutely worth it. And I'll do more streams like this more often for sure. This is so fun. Probably not worth massing, but it is a hell of a lot of fun. So if you're just having fun, it's definitely worth it. If you guys are interested in getting into this sort of stuff, join my clan. There'll be a Discord link in the description, or join the clan as a guest in game and just ask for an invite, or just come as a guest. I'll be hosting stuff like this fairly regular very soon, probably like starting next week. I will be hosting at least once a week. We'll do different things all the time. Anyway, let's jump to finally what you guys were here for, and let's open up my 100 loot chests of Vorkath in hard mode. What the frick? Well, this is the last kill, and of course the last kill is scuffed to all hell. I even dropped my salve amulet over here. How did I do? What the frick? How did I do? This just dropped. Okay. Well, that's fine. Last chest to claim. Here we go. That is 100 chests for us to open. Well, we have 99 to open because we opened one on stream, which is fine because we have track of that loot. So all we'll do is we'll open this, we'll see what the total loot is, and then I'll put a breakdown through about how much you can expect to make depending on your kill times and stuff. My average is about 330, so we'll work out that, and then we'll also work out like the upper sort of scale kill times. I'll do a faster one which people are getting, and then I'll also do a lower one which you know, other people might be getting as well. We're going to go through it and talk about the whole opening. It could take a little while. If you're not interested, then skip forward through this bit, but we're going to go through and open it. I can open it fairly quick, but not like overly quick, if that makes sense. I'm just going to spam it and see what we got. So let's have a look. Number one, we have 1.6 mil nearly, actually. That's kind of good. Oh wait, we should probably put 174k. We should probably put our coins away because the loot is going in our inventory, which is nice. I like that. Next one is 2 mil. Wait, is the average of these like 1.5 mil or something? Because the one we got, I mean, I can't, just keep going. 2.1 mil. 2 mil. Are they actually? No way. This is crazy good. Now, maybe I'm getting insanely lucky with this. 4 mil. We got some Blackstone hearts in here too. Damn, these are expensive. These are where the money is in here. 4 mil. 1.2 mil. 1.6. The value, even if you don't get a rare here, the value of the kills are really good. Holy hell, this is really good. 1.9 mil. We've got some Onyx Dust, Undead Dragon Hide, Frost Dragon Bones, and more GP. 1.3, 900k. Cool. It's our first 10 done. Another 1 mil here. I guess salvage as well. I hope there's not too many things that I can't fill up the inventory. That I do fill up the inventory. There's our first drop of the actual thing. We have made 39 mil with 6 Vorkath spikes, which is hella nice. Yes, good to see. We're only this many in. Making money for sure. Next one is another 2 million GP. How much are these each on the Grand Exchange? So 6.4 at the moment, which is crazy. Another 1 million GP here. This is a full one. There's a lot. This is like full amount of items you can get. Okay, looking like we're gonna, this is maybe all we're gonna get. I hope so. If the inventory only fills up this much, we'll be able to price check nice and easy. 500k, this is the lowest one so far. 577. 900k, 1.1. Nearly 2 mil again. 20 Frost Dragon Bones in one go. We're getting a lot of these Frost Dragon Bones actually. That's insane. 2 mil again. 1.6 mil. 78 left, keep going. 77, 1.4 mil. 2.8. Damn, this was a nice roll. 2.8 mil. Just junk. 2.4 mil back to, what the hell? 1.2. I'm actually surprised. I was expecting like 800k a chest, honestly. Like 600 to 800k. This is really nice. Yeah, this is kind of what I was expecting to get, right? Through the thing. 2.3 mil. 2.2. 1.2. 1.9. Damn, that. 1.7 mil, 1.8 mil, 2.2 again. Another full, actually, like a full window of loot there. We have reached, it looks like, the full drop table here as well, which I like. I'm so glad that it's not going to be random. Obviously, there's like the rares too, but it's good to see. Hey, another 69 spikes. 9. Holy hell! So we've actually made good money. Regardless, I think, like, we still have 62 chests to go, and we have 59 mil, and this was like, what, this was like another 40, so I mean, that's pretty good. And the actual drops themselves, I'm happy with this either way. Hopefully we see something big though, because I want to see how much we can actually get our GP in hour 2 here. But I have had a drop here already. I already had a codex, so I'm not expecting to pull like tons of rares or anything, but it would be nice to see something, of course. I could definitely use the money. 1.8. 59 mil. Again, more spikes. Another 9 as well, not 6. Another 9 spikes, another 60 mil. We still have 50 chests to go, or 49 chests to go. That's crazy. 1.5. 1.9. 2.3. 1.5. 1.2 here. 1.4. Another lot of spikes. Game. 1.1 there, 40, 1.2, 1.5, 1 mil, pretty much 1 mil flat, 1.4. I really like the way the loot works here, to be honest. It's nice opening the chests. I like the being able to stack them up. I kind of miss when you kill a boss, you see the drop on the ground, but at the same time, it's nice to have a mix, and being able to do it this way is actually pretty cool. Like a loot video like this, Vorkath. Be able to open them through the chests. It's like a little bit of an extra step, right? 889. We have 27 left with another 9 spikes. We've got 6 once. With another 9. I wonder if we're going to struggle to sell all of these off. I don't really know how much in demand they are, but having so many of them might make it hard to sell them off. But that was another 59 mil there. We have 33 of these spikes to sell. Maybe we'll have to slow sell them and then get the actual value that way. We shall see. 1.8. We have 22 chests to go. 1.8. Was that the same drop back to back? I actually don't know, but you guys can check in the video if you want to go back and check. 2 mil, pretty much. 2.2 mil. Another 8 spikes. 53 million GP. So I'm interested, if we don't get a massively rare drop, these spikes seem pretty consistent, right? So maybe this, like, we'll see what the value is. We'll assume that we'll talk about the value of whether you get no drops whatsoever, but then once you include the drops, how far you're going to be going. 2.8, 1.2, 1.9, 1.3. We have 14 left. 1.8, 2 million GP, 1.2, 1.3. Last 10, guys. Last 10. Come on. 9, 8, 7. Can we get more spikes at least? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And the last chest. Are you ready? You ready, guys? The last one is going to be 2.4 million GP. All in all, looks like we've made, in 100 kills, around about 400 million GP without a rare drop, right? So, I mean, obviously spikes kind of count as a rare drop, but like they're more consistent. 407 million GP going off of the G value. We'll sell it all off and see how much we actually got, and then see how much this ended up being. Okay, so it's numbers time finally. Now, with the loot all broken down, I got a total of 404 mil after I had sold everything off. Now I'm going to slow sell the spikes because I know they will go for this, slightly under the 6.4 mil price check that I did actually. So these will definitely go. And I ended up with a total of 404 million GP. Now it's worth mentioning that I actually was 1 or maybe 2 drop rates below what you would expect for the spikes in 100 kills, as I should have probably seen about 6 or 7 if lucky. So this would plus at least another 38 mil, bringing that to about 442 mil if I was on drop rate for just the spikes. But we're going to stick with my own loot value, of course, because that's what we got. Just figured it was worth mentioning. So with my 404 million GP at my 3.5 minute kill times, I could probably expect around about 15 kills an hour. I could probably get a 16th, like once you add in a second hour and the time overlap. So we'll just stick to 15 to keep this nice and tidy. At 15 kills an hour to do 100 kills, I would be looking at around about 6.6 hours. So this ended up being about 61 million GP per hour. Now, I didn't get any of the actual rare drops from here in terms of the codex or the scale, but we'll come back to that very soon. Next up, for the PVME kill times, which is 25 kills an hour, by the way. What the actual frick? That's insane. I have a long way to go for this. This is 101 million GP per hour, not including any rares whatsoever. This is at my actual gold value that I got as well. Those kill time increases make a massive difference. That is crazy. I mean, it's close to double what I got, so I guess you can expect that. Then we're dropping it down for a little bit of a slower kill time. If you get, let's say, 10 kills an hour, you can probably be obviously looking at 10 hours to do 100 kills here. You're looking at probably around about 40 million to 45 million GP an hour, not including any rares. Okay, but of course we have to factor in the rare drops to know what the actual GP an hour here is. So the drop rates for the other 2 rare items are 1 in 250, meaning you would be expecting to do about 1 in 125 chests for getting either of these 2 items. Now, with the current price of these right now, of course, this will change depending on when you're watching the video. At my kill times, you can expect a total value per hour at about 130 million GP per hour. This includes the value of the rare drops. At PVME's rate, you can probably expect this to go up to almost exactly what they said. They say 25.7 kills an hour. I just rounded it down to 25. At 25, you can expect just over 200 mil an hour. When you add the extras, yeah, it's about exactly what they said, which I'm not surprised to see that the information on here is accurate, of course. And then when looking at the slower kills of about 10 kills an hour, you can expect probably an extra 40 mil an hour on top of that. So about 80 to 85 mil every hour. Doing this 10 kills an hour, that's still pretty good. So there you go. Well, if you can kill Vorkath insanely fast, he may just be probably one of the most profitable bosses in the entire game right now. At my rate, it is still really good. 130 mil an hour-ish is insane, and I'm definitely going to be practicing to reach higher kill times. I don't expect to ever get 25 an hour. That's insane. You guys are crazy, but anywhere higher than where I am now would always be good. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you going to go and try Vorkath out? Is it still a boss that you just, it's not something you want to learn, it's too difficult or anything like that? You maybe just don't like the fight in general? Let me know what you guys think. Catch you later.